Good afternoon, good morning, you lovely lot. Welcome to the middle show on this Monday, very cold, windy, wet day here. But you know what? It's full of colourful crafts, that is for sure. And it's all about launch day. This is it, the official 2-hour launch of our brand new folders, which are our illustrated folders. Now, we had a couple of hours look earlier on when it comes to, of course, wake up call, always the first opportunity to get your hands on the brand new launch. And that is exactly what you have done. Now, as we are well and truly into November, we've got November news. And the November news is a brand spanking new launch every single day for the next 5 days. Every day we've got a brand new launch. Now, we've been teasing a couple over the last few days, but today is all about the brand new illustrated folders. We've got a few options for you where you can go for the folders on their own. We've got the showstopper, and then of course we've got the bonus buy as well. We're going to run through all of that just shortly, and we're going to go through what's in each collection for you to choose which is the best one for you. What I would say, most of you, you know, probably go figure, are going to go for the bonus buy, and that's exactly what you've done. And I think, in my opinion, this one, the bonus buy within this launch day, works perfectly together. They all work together, don't get me wrong, but there's just something about this one visually. When you see what you're getting within the bonus buy, sentiment-wise, it's an absolute perfect collection, match made in heaven. Now, talking about a match made in heaven, she was here yesterday, I was here on Saturday, although we weren't together. I had Lily, she had Ben, but we are here, we're reunited. We've just been talking about all things Big Brother and everything that's been going on. That is, of course, Debbie. Debbie's back in the building again. Hiya, Debbie.
Yes, I know, it's lovely. It's always lovely to be able to catch up, and chin-wagging over his dinner and catching up on everything is absolutely fabulous. What's absolutely fabulous, though, is being together for this launch, because we both love an embossing folder. Things that an embossing folder does, transforms a plain piece of cardstock and takes it onto a whole new level. However, with these, the reason we've called them the illustrators, and I'm doing the little, I feel like I'm doing the Joey thing, the illustrated embossing folders, is that these are a perfect one for colouring. So lots of embossing folders out there on the market, ourselves included, that have brought many out there, but these really do allow you and elevate you to take your colouring skills onto a different level. And because of that illustration purpose, there's so many things you can do with it in terms of your colours that you're going to use. You could emboss onto black and use your metallic pens or your metallic pencils. You could take it into things like sanding back. We did that this morning, where we sanded back with our linen cardstock, which is why it's in that showstopper deal. You can take any of your alcohol mediums, any of your watercolor mediums, your sparkles, your glitter paste. Well, one that we had earlier from a suggestion earlier on was the you know, the lovely shimmering watercolor palettes.
Yeah, the Moonbeam.
They would look
Sunbeam.
gorgeous. Yeah, so any of your coloring mediums that you own right now currently, these are going to work with these beautifully, and I'm going to show you a few samples.
Please do.
They are beautiful. They are 4x6 in size, but if you did catch the show earlier, there's lots of things you can do with your embossing folders as well. So I'm just going to show you a few examples of that amazing illustration wise, and how you can use these to literally bring your embossing folders onto a whole new level. That looks like you've drawn that.
It does, doesn't it?
It's so clever. I really do love them. And like I said, any of your colouring mediums, any of things that you already own, like these fabulous dies, the inverted dies, you could be using to create your sentiments. This, and I do it deliberately, this one, because very two different colouring mediums being used here. You've got water reactive, clear sparkle, and glossy highlights onto this one. And on this one, you've got your alcohol mediums, but it's the same embossing folder. But look at the difference. This one looks almost like you've drawn it and sketched it, and used your aqua pens and things like that to get that lovely image. But with this one, it really stands out because of that gorgeous embossing. You can take things like your pens and go over the top of it, and that doesn't have to necessarily always be an alcohol pen. Lots of other things that you can do with it as well. Simple shading over the top of it looks incredible. A lovely example of how you can use it as a background for one of your fancy cards. That's a lovely shaker card. And then lastly, I know, oh, delicious. I love this one. It's my favourite sample, I think, out of the whole lot. Used as a backdrop for a gift box. However, use your tags, use your dies that you've got, and really take it into another kind of lift and elevation by adding a matching tag onto there as well. I've got loads planned for the next 2 hours. Hopefully can get through them all. Any questions you want to ask, though? Absolutely. It's interactive. If you want to ask anything while I'm here.
Definitely, for sure. And while talking of that, yes, we've got Rachel on the social. Now, we've also got a familiar name. Now, you may you may recognise this name from our design team, and that is Jan. Jan's given her a helping hand as well. So not our Jan on the TV team, but Jan is on the design team. So she's given us a helping hand as well. And so far, Betsy's in saying, good morning, everyone from Houston, Texas. I bought these when they were on HSN on the last launch. I can't wait to see your fabulous demos. Well, I promise I'm going to go through the bundle as quickly but detailed as I can so we can go straight over to Debbie. Christine Mahoney's in saying hello again, everyone. Hello again to the lovely Debbie and the sweet, sweet Craig. Two sweets. I got two sweets there. Oh, Christine, you flirt, you. Pat's in saying good morning, crafters, from a beautiful, sunny and cool New Jersey. Well, totally opposite here. Whether you've got some lovely weather, whether you've got some stormy skies ahead, I hope you're keeping well, keeping safe, and of course tuning in and watching all the creative demos that we've got planned for you within this show and the next show. But let's have a look. Look at our brand new launch. This is our Gemini Illustrated Embossing Folder 12-piece collection. Now, when it comes to all of these sets I'm talking about, of course, you need to go to our website, .co.uk, .com or .eu, to get your hands on this. Now, but I will say straight off the bat, if you want to go for just the folders on your own, you can absolutely do that. They're there on the website for you to check out. But when you see the value that you've got here, you've got our brand new folder. So the 6 illustrated floral folders, you're going to be getting them. You're also going to be getting your 9 reels of satin ribbon. It's more like a satin slash organza ribbon. So the words totally went out of my head there. Organza ribbon. That was originally from your Once Upon a Time, in case you want to know. You've also then got your 3 pigment ink pads. So these ones here, crushed velvet, pink tulip, and plum jam. You're getting them. But then look at the linen cardstock you've got. This isn't bundles from back in the warehouse, right at the back of the warehouse. This is new launches, Wild at Heart and also the fabulous Fuchsia. That is all of the linen cardstock you're getting. So that's all the colours from your Wild at Heart, but then you're also getting from the fabulous Fuchsia. So you're going to get all of that. So 24 sheets in one pack, 25 in the other. So that's what consists of the showstopper. But let's have a look at the folders. Now, these are 2D and they're 4x6. And Debbie will go through all these again as she's demoing. But you've got the flourishing foliage. What you've also got is the delightful butterflies. You're also then getting the charming hellebores. You're then also getting the pretty peonies. You're also then going to be getting the beautiful hydrangea, and you're also going to be getting the most incredible garden roses. So it's giving you that embossed outline, raised embossed outline from all 6 of these. So that is your showstopper. £50, $60. You're already saving $26.88 or $49.52 on that today's price. As many of you know, if you are in Club Inspire and at your platinum level, you're going to then get your 20% off, which then comes down to £40 or $48. For the brand new folders, the 3 pigment ink pads, the 2 packs of recently launched linen cardstock and your organza ribbon as well. Incredible deal, incredible bundle on that one. They're on the website if you want to grab your hands on it. But we do have a bonus buy. Now, we've got a bonus buy here where it's our sentiment goodie bag. If you want to go for the sentiment goodie bag on its own, you can absolutely do that. It's on the website, £40, $60. That's before your Club Inspire. Let's show you what you're going to be getting, because then I'll go over into the bonus buy. You're getting all of these stamp and die sets, all sentiment orientated. So 6 elements within that one. There's your edgeable Hello You that cuts in the top and in the bottom. You're also then going to be getting your thanks sentiment. So that gives you your stamp and your die as well. 3 elements within that one. You've then got 19 sentiment stamps there. That one's giving you the Swatch sort of style. That's in there. You're then also getting from the Everyday Sentiment Friends, you're going to be getting that one. You're also going to be getting from the Lily collection way back, With Love, Congratulations, 2 dies there. Another one of the Top Fold Edgeable Special Day. And then from the Masquerade Ball, you're going to be getting these sentiments, plus you're going to get some of the background stamps, 11 elements within that one alone. So incredible is that value at £40 or $60. That is the bonus buy though. So you know by the bonus buy, 9 times out of 10, if you want to get it for half price, you can do that with the showstopper. And that's what we've got. So add the showstopper into your basket, add the sentiment goodie bag into your basket, you will then get that half price. So it'll then work out that you're going to be getting that for £20 or $30. Just to say, and I know what some of you like, because I would try it as well. I would try it as well. You can't say I just want that at half price. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to get full price. Although full price at £40, $60 for all of that is pretty good, as Nicola said. What's better, getting it at half price with the showstopper. Add them both into your basket, then that means that you're going to be getting that at £70 or $90, today's price. If you bring in your platinum price of £20, you're going to get that for £56 or $72 for all of that. All the sentiments, the 6 new folders, the 2 lots of linen cardstock, 9 reels of organza ribbon, and your 3 pigment ink pads as well. Absolutely exceptional. That's why most of you are going for it, which I'm not surprised. But what I do love about what we do here is we give you the options. Folders on their own, showstopper on its own, sentiment goodie bag on its own, or of course tie them all together, and that's where you're going to get the best saving as always. You don't need to do anything. If you're going to go for the bonus buy, add in, it's all then deducted itself, and of course once you've logged in, your Club Inspire price will be taken off. So .co.uk, .com or .eu, that's where you need to go when it comes to purchasing them. Have a look at a few other things as well, but within launch day we've got some cracking deals on additional storage and items that me and Debbie are going to drop in over the next couple of hours, and then the same within Monday Makers. Any questions, as Debbie says, get them across with Rachel and Jan, but in the meantime, while I have a little look, Debbie Lovely, it's over to you.
Oh, I love these folders. Can't wait to get... Do you know what? I feel like it's a mixture of the two favourites. Embossing folders, which I do have a serious addiction to, and colouring. I love colouring. I've often talked about it. It's my go-to craft when I want a bit of downtime, but I want to keep busy, because I love how mindful it makes it, and these are just perfect for it, and I'm hoping to share that with you. Now, the two colouring... Well, I've got 2 different colouring implements here. Implements? Products. Implements? I'm not a doctor. 2 colouring mediums.
Dr. Debbie's in the building.
I've got my Tricolor brush pens. Now, I love these, Craig, because these are the ones that have, they're not like our Tri-Blend originals or our Tri-Blend brush that are 3 of one same colour family. What I love about the Tricolor is that it's 3 different colours that complement each other. And so I've chosen out of these. Now, I know we had these on throughout the last couple of weeks. Amazing prices on a very good deal. I don't know if they still are, but you can have a little look. We've got Warm and Fiery, Sunlit Leaves. So they're the 2 colours that I'm going to be using. And then one that I thought, oh, I'm going to use this one because I want to elevate the embossed detail a little bit more. So I've gone with our metallic paint marker, and I've chosen the 4mm nib for this one, just because it's the right size nib that'll hit over the top of your embossing details. The 2 folders I'm going to use are the Delightful Butterfly and the Flourishing Feuillage.
Okay.
2 gorgeous ones. Now, I've matched this to make 4x6, which is the size of these folders. But what I've done, and I did this technique earlier on, but it's going to look completely different to the one that I did earlier on, is I've used one of our nesting dies, but I've already pre-cut it.
Okay.
And I think, if I remember rightly, it was the 3.5 inch one that I've chosen, because I'm just going to highlight a little area of this. And I think these 2 work beautifully, because if you see the foliage parts, they match. And I thought, I'm going to put these 2 together. These are going to come together on their own. Now, I am going to do this in one fell swoop. I've got my platforms here at the side of me. I love these, the fact we've popped on the purple. I feel like we've gone back to what we traditionally used to do many moons ago in terms of our embossing folders, because it makes it really easy for you to know where the embossed detail is. So the colourful side, now if this was a piece of cardstock that's got colour on one side and white on the other, you know it wants to push up, so you know by simply placing it in, that will give you the emboss. And if you turn it over where the Crafter's Companion logo is, it will give you the deboss. Now, I want the butterfly in there, so I'm going to sandwich that, bit of this floral, bit of this part of the butterfly, this beautiful butterfly, and some of this foliage as well. And I'm going to place that one on. This one, though, it doesn't matter because it is the full size. I say the full size, but if you know me and you know me well, you know I always trim my cardstock down to 1/4 of an inch for it to fit into there. Not just because it's the way I am. It's because it means that it doesn't wrinkle the cardstock at all. And the only combination you need, 2 cutting plates.
Simple.
2 cutting plates. Now, if you saw the first look yesterday, you'll see that with one of my cards, I did put the metal shim into that sandwich combination. That's just because I wanted a deeper embossed feature to it, and which is why I put that in. But normally, standard, it's just your 2 regular plates. You do not always need that, and what I would always recommend you do is just use what we tell you is the 2 cutting plates for your ideal sandwich combination. And you'll see why. I mean, instantly, even on white cardstock.
Even just the white work, yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. I tell you what, they'll also look lovely in these. Run them through your vellums, and it'll look like you've done parchment craft, because the white line will come through onto the vellum. And if I get a chance, I'll show you what I mean by that. So now I've got 2 pieces, and now I want to do a simple bit of colouring. So I'm going to bring in my Tricolor, that's the word. And I'm going to use the black there so that you can see them. And I'm going to come in with my colours. Now, I've got fuchsia, satsuma and vanilla on this one. And these are those lovely ones that Leanne and the team worked tirelessly, because they're not the same colour family.
No.
And you probably would think, oh my God, they're not going to look right together. Ooh, but they do.
I even like the colour of the barrel.
Oh, the barrel's
nice.
beautiful.
It's
What
nice.
colours? What would you call this colour?
Chocolate.
Chocolate?
It's more of a burgundy brown barrel.
A burgundy what?
Burgundy brown.
Burgundy brown?
Burgundy barrel. Well,
I would say wine. Wine coloured.
Controversial there for you, Nicola. You didn't expect that.
Yeah, I feel
Nicola
like...
likes me saying burgundy barrel.
Oh, I did wonder. I thought, what? But it's a burgundy barrel, though. You're right.
Throwing you off course by saying chocolate.
Burgundy.
Burgundy
I
barrel.
love how you say. I could listen to you all day long, Craig. See, as could Nicola, which is quite good, really, because you talk to her all the time. It's her part of her job.
It's her job. I'd be
It is her
worrying
job.
if
She
we
has
had
to
nothing in
listen
her
to
ear. Debbie, can I just quickly say as well, any
Yes.
of you guys stateside that have got your hands on these from HSN, if you've got any pictures that you'd like to send in to give everyone else additional ideas and inspiration, please do that. We'd love to see it. James is there, poised, ready to go, waiting for the emails to come through, and we'll start to show them. So if you've got your folders from HSN, send them across. It is studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. It's one or the other. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Any pictures? If you want to send finished samples of anything that you make, great. But certainly with the illustrated folders, it'd be good to see.
Absolutely, that's a good shout out, that, Craig. I like that. Right, I'm going to go in again now. If you're ever unsure of what the colour, the colour of these are, just grab yourself a scrap. I say scrap. That's not scrap, Debbie. But just put yourself a little colour swatch down so that you know which is the lightest. So if I know that there is the, I think that's the burnt orange, just write your code down so you know. And then you can see the difference when you're running these down and when you want to lay down your colour. So for me, I know that the burnt orange is the lightest of the colours, even though they're not from the same family, and you can see, because there's the coding, but just, it's like a little swatch, so you know. So I want to go in with the lightest of those orangey tones, so it's the burnt orange one that I'm going in with first. And I'm just using the little old flick technique where you're just laying down the colour and running across there. And I'm going to just go up to the top. Not too worried about the white line where the actual embossed detail is, but I just want to just lay down that colour because I'm going to be going over that in a second, which is why I'm not bothering to colour in the body, because I'm going to be using my gold pen over the top. If you feel more comfortable, pop it in. Don't make do what feels right for you.
For sure. Nice.
Sorry, Craig, this is me struggling now to talk.
No, that's okay. Just, I was just reading some of the comments there at the same time, because a lot of love as well, certainly from Terry and from a few others, saying, this one's from Terry, saying, Debbie, your hair is looking fantastic. So soft and shiny.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
A few people
Thank you very
saying
much.
that. Yeah, people saying that.
Ben noticed I had it done the other day, about second show in. I mean, typical fella. Second show, not even second like minute, second hour, second show. Debbie, have you had your hair done? I'm like, yes, I have. But yeah, I had it done the other day. It were ready for doing.
Does look lovely.
Thank you very much, Craig.
I did notice within Wake Up Call, but I didn't say anything. I thought I'll wait till the second show to say something. I've got your back, Ben. I've got your back.
That's so funny. Oh dear, don't make me laugh, my cough will start again.
Oh yeah, no, don't want to do that, don't want to do that.
Now, I'll just start with that one, and then you're going to take, excuse me, because I can feel it going again, I'm going to take a quick swig in a second.
Yeah, go for it,
but
Debbie,
I'm
no
just going to go
problem.
over the top. So I've just popped this down, so you can see, and the reason why I've chose this one. Sorry, I just had to take a quick swig. Because it's the right, I feel like this is the right nib to go over the top. And so you're going to just highlight, and you don't have to worry about where it goes, Craig, because it just if you just tickle it across the top of the embossing, it just picks it up straight away. And the same with the rest of that. So you're going to go back in over the top and follow the emboss line around. I'm going to do it with all of that, so I'm going to come in and do...
Cool technique.
Oh, it looks so lovely.
If only I was launching these somewhere.
It's a bit more defined than than you would with gilding wax. And I will be using gilding wax later on, but it's got a more defined look to it. So, and I do love our metallic pens. And we often say that you use them for lots of different other things, Craig, but we forget you can use it in your card making as well.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, it's funny you saying that actually, because, you know, for a long time, I would use them periodically, but the last few weeks I seem to be using them more and more.
Yeah.
You know, the gold, the silver and the copper.
Gorgeous, aren't they? If you feel the chisel's too much for you, it's too, you know, not the right one for you, there's the other nibs, because they come in a pack of 3 with different nibs on. So you just choose the one that will work for you and go across there. And it just really highlights it. And it also means if you have missed anywhere, because of it's like a well, like with the emboss feature, you can go back in and you can add some more colour to it if you want to, and define that a little bit more. And I would do that afterwards, and then just carry on repeating that round the outside.
But that does give it a different gold look compared to if you were using Empire Gold or any of the golds from the gilding waxes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's a stronger look, isn't it?
It is,
Which
absolutely.
seems to work really well. Really well. And you can imagine that with some of the foliage parts or even the florals would look lovely. Such a nice technique to just go over with. So far, which I thought would be the case, loving seeing this precise technique. Mary Beth Doyle is saying, so far, I think it's the butterfly, which is loving. Teresa on YouTube, place it looks like a... Why is there a picture of a dinosaur?
Oh, I always
Teresa
say
Dinosaur.
that. Yeah, I call it Teresa Dinosaur. I don't think that's the name, you know. But yeah, there's always a little dinosaur icon at the side of a name, isn't there? Yeah.
I was about to say tractor, and then I looked closer. I was like, nope, that's a dinosaur. Definitely a dinosaur. That's with my glasses on.
Now, literally, Craig, I'm just going to leave that there for a second, because you will carry on with the rest of the colours, but bringing in the larger piece, it's exactly that. Now, I've said this often when I'm colouring, it's sometimes nice on a night time just to sit with your colouring mediums. I don't always want to sit in my craft room. I know your craft room's upstairs as well, Craig, but there's times that I want to sit down in the comfort of my armchair, and I'll take things like this and I'll use these kind of things to do. And again, do you know we talk about shade and dimension? You don't always have to use those, Craig. So you could just take another colour, so that's the other side. And again, if you're not sure, just add a little swatch to the side of your emboss folder, so you know which ones. And again, if you don't want to do the colouring, the shading, all of that we've, Leanne taught you in the Academy of Colour and things like that, you don't have to. You can just keep it as a block colour.
Absolutely.
And I'll just do it with the other one as well, because I think that's the darker one, isn't it? Yeah, that's the dark one.
I think with our pens, whether it's the Classics, the Tri-Blends or the Tri-Brushes, anything like that, they give you easeability of doing the blend. But let's not forget, if you just want to do exactly as you said, Debbie, if you want to just use that one-tone colour, of course you can, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And then with the raised edge, get your gold pen and go over it. and it really just pops it and brings it to life. Now, of course, I'm just showing you this, sharing the small of the techniques here, but it's worth doing when you see how fabulous it looks, and especially when you see the finished result and how that looks. And it really is absolutely, it's worth taking that time and sitting at night time on your, you know, I've got a little table that I have for my craft when I'm in the room. But can you see, and I'm just going to bring that forward so you can see how you create that lovely metallic finish over the top.
That's spectacular.
And literally take it, just do sections at a time. And then until you finish, or just pick out your light colours and then your darker colour and then really deep colour. And I haven't used anything there in terms of anything to add the extra shading. I just wanted to use it as a block colour. And we often talk about that. Don't always, you know, I say, and I will say often, you don't have to worry sometimes about this kind of thing.
No.
I mean, the pens make that easy, but block colouring looks just as nice.
It does.
It does. And then literally when your butterfly's done and it's finished in, using the same green, that's what it'll look like when it's finished. So there's the other butterfly here in the top corner, the other floral in the top corner, and then your foliage parts around the edge. And exactly the same, once you've finished it, go around with your metallic paint marker, and it really does, again, come to life when you... And look at that lovely shine on there as well. And there's no gilding wax this time. It's all been done with the pen. And then bring your card together. So with your card, all I've done here is I've got myself a card base, 7x7. I've used my matte, you can tell it's me again, can't you? A matte black frame where you gut out that centre. And I've literally just taken, because I think adding too much colour at this stage deflects from the design that I wanted to create. And I've just used Sending Love Your Way for the backdrop. So I'm just going to build this up, bring in my wet glue and start to build up. And even though it's a 4x6, as I mentioned this morning in Wake Up Call, don't think you just, you know, have to keep to that size.
No.
You really don't. You can take these and build them up to a you know, the next, any size cards, any size projects. Pop them in your mini albums as well, a little backdrop for a mini album. Add them as a point of interest onto your scrapbook pages. Don't just think of cards and cards only. The technique that I've done before in the past on a decorated box. Use them for your decorated box. Think of all the different ways that you can use an embossing folder and think of all your different colouring mediums.
Well, you know, as well as going smaller, you could go larger. You know, you could do two side by side. Now, you maybe need to join them with a strip of ribbon or maybe a die-cut border or something like that. But then still, that's still going to visually give you that larger scale. So, you know, you don't, just exactly as Debbie said, you don't have to keep them 4x6. You can make them smaller or you can go larger.
Not at all. And then I'm just going to take that into this corner and then attach that to the back. And I'm going to use my tape pen over the top.
And this is me. You know, I'm a big fan of black and white, or pink and black, or yellow and black, or orange and black.
It keeps it really nice, and it's a really lovely feature, isn't it, when you do this? It's very striking, black and white frame. It's really draws out, and I mean already that's starting to look lovely.
It does.
And then again,
you could leave it like that.
I could leave it like that, actually, yeah, you could. Just maybe add a couple of little, or leave it exactly like that. But what this does now is draw you into the butterfly. It's still got the matching colours in there, and I'm just going to pop that onto the back.
Do you know what these also remind me of, stamp version? Remember, Debbie, it must be about 3.5 years ago. Remember our layering stamps that we done? They were about 4x6.
Yes.
And you had, one of them was an outline.
Yep.
The middle layer was more of a kind of, you know, part outline, part backdrop, and then the third layer was the backdrop, and you'd do layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. These are like the outline layer. Of course, you'd have to stamp, which I still love them, and I still use them, you know I do. But, you know, you would stamp them and then you would emboss the outline. That's giving you this effect, but in 2023 designs.
Yeah, and they're gorgeous, aren't they? I think I've already took that backing off there. Let's have a look. Yes, you have, Debbie. There we go. And then I'm just going to pop that. Come on, you. Off you come. I'm just going to pop that into this corner where the bare, well, I said the bare bit is, but just to bring your eye and draw your attention in. And I'm not adding, ooh, get this, I'm not adding a gem. Oh, I mean, really? Well, it's not like me.
You, is it?
Oh, wait a minute. Guess what I've done?
Good day, mate. Oh, is it not? Back to front.
It'll be fine. It's okay.
One of a kind.
It is one of a kind. But yeah, absolutely love these. They're just beautiful. And look, the background, the little snippet of the one of the folders, because it's got that foliage in the background, just brings it in really lovely and ties it in beautifully with that gorgeous background one. There you go.
Beautiful. So much so, if you do happen to watch me on Friday on Hobby Maker when I launch them there, if you see some demonstrations that might be pretty similar, that's why. Because I think what Debbie's done just in that one, in the couple within Wake Up Call, wow, really showcases what you can do. And that, so far, that's only like 3 Wake Up Call and the start of launch day. And you can do that and so much more when it comes to the Gemini illustrated embossing folders. It's brand new, launching today. This is day 1 of our November news. We've got a brand new launch every single day this week, Monday to Friday, kickstarting with these. So we've got options when it comes to bundles. Now, if you want to go for the showstopper, you can absolutely do that. Now, the actual folders, the brand new folders, they are there already on the website. If you want to go for just them, you can do. But the value is exceptional with the showstopper and then hang fire for the bonus buy. So you're going to get your brand new folders, 4x6 illustrated folders. So you can see them down here at the bottom. Right down at the bottom, you're going to get 3 of your pigment ink pads. You're going to be getting your crushed velvet, pink tulip, and plum jam. Not only that, you're going to get your 9 reels of organza ribbon. So you've got your baby pink, your white, and then you've also got your deep purple. Not only that, you're going to get your linen cardstock from the Wild at Heart and the fabulous fuchsia. So this is the colours that you're going to be getting from the Wild at Heart. So A4 in size. Now the Wild at Heart, you are going to be getting your 24 sheets. You've got your browns, you've then got your peaches, you've got your oranges, your greens, you've then got more of your pinky tones as well. So we're going to work, of course, with your florals. And then the colours from the fabulous fuchsias, well, you know, it's going to go with the illustrated ones perfectly as well, because you've got your greens, your purples, you've got your deep purple, you've then got your peachy pink tones and the fuchsia. All of that's coming with you in that showstopper. So let's look at the folders here, and these are all 6 of the designs. You're going to get the garden rose, you're also then getting the beautiful hydrangea, you're also then getting the pretty peonies, you're also then going to be getting the charming hellebores, also going to be getting the delightful butterfly, and then last but by no means least, also the one that Debbie just used, flourishing foliage. So that's your 6 folders that you're going to be getting. Showstopper price at £50 or $60. You're already saving $26.88 or $49.52 on that today's price, that today's launch date showstopper price. Fabulous. Platinum £40 or $48. But maybe you want to get yourself a load of sentiments, which you can absolutely do that. So we've got our sentiment goodie bag here. You can go for this on its own on the website if you want, and we'll go through it once again. £40 or $60. That's for the sentiment goodie bag. That is consistent of everything that we've got here. So all sentiment based. That one's got a few backgrounds. The rest are all sentiment edgeables, stamps, dies that you can see these there. Some of them are a mix. So you've got your friends, you've got your thanks from the same collection. The Love Balloon sentiment stamp and die set. You're then also getting another one of the Hello You edgeables. You're then going to be getting 19 stamps from that sentiment range. That's giving you that Swatch sort of feel to it. And then with love and congratulations, which is from a past collection, from the Lily collection. So in my opinion, you know, being a crafter, buying crafting stuff for a sentiment range like that, that is a good price at £40 or $60. But if you add it into your showstopper, you'll get it for half price. So the full showstopper goes into your basket, sentiment goodie bag goes into the basket. At checkout, once you've of course signed into your account on our website, that will deduct all of that off. So it then means within the grand scale of the price, that comes down to £20 or $30. What does that exactly mean to you? By popping them both in the basket, you're going to get all of that for £70 or $90. That's the today's price, taken off your Club Inspire, which of course if you take off your 20% being platinum, all of that comes down to £56 or $72. Brand new folders, ribbon, 2 lots of cardstock, 3 lots of your pigment ink pad, and a full goodie bag of all these sentiment stamps and dies. All there for you to grab. It's on the website there for you to grab hold of. As I say, and I've said it a few times now, what I absolutely love, one of the things that we do well, and that's giving you options. You might not want the full lot, you might just want the folders, you might just want the goodie bag. That's up to you. You choose across on the website. Either way, you're going to get your Club Inspire on top of that one. Probably no surprise that most of you are going to be going for the actual showstopper with the bonus buy, and you can do that. And then when it comes to me, when I'm buying things like this, I might already have, you'll probably already maybe have a couple of the sentiments already. If that's the case, gift them, maybe give them to charity or a craft club, or it's sentiments. You can never go wrong with having duplicates when it comes to sentiments. The main thing is the value is exceptional. Choices there on the website, .co.uk.com or .eu. Well, we have a look at a Monday mega deal. We've got our Monday mega deal that we've got right at the front of me right now. We're going to see it right now, and this is one of our hanging and holding organizer collection. Now, you don't get the contents, just to say, but you are going to get the hanging bar with these pockets as well. You can mix and match. In actual fact, shall I just not come right into shot, but will I just lean over and show you? Because you can then mix and match. That can then clip onto there. So that can go onto the front just here. Now, stock dependent, check out the website for more of these baskets on their own, because you could do another one onto there, or that one can then go into that one there if you want to, or yeah, and of course we can put that one back there, that one can come off, and then that can go into there. It's all got that screw mechanism underneath to go within your desk or your working station. So strong, so sturdy. These ones are good if you're doing your water-based colouring, so no longer will you pick up the wrong cup like Debbie does and drink the painted inky water, because you know that tub there, you're going to put the tub of water in, of course, is for just your paint. So all of that is what you're going to be getting, the hanging bar, and also the storage pockets. The actual pockets as well, they're on hook and loop. So if you want to take them out, maybe you've got glitter in there, little seed beads or anything like that, you can then give it a really, really good clean. Hang and hold organising collection, $19.99 or $28.56. But look at the saving. You're saving 50 quid or $71.43. The platinum price, Jeezy Peeps, $15.99 or $22.85. No wonder you guys love it. It's already exceptional at its usual price, but the fact is that you're getting all of that for that hanging and hold organising set is absolutely exceptional. You just need to decide what you're going to pop, what you're going to store, and what you're going to organise inside. I know what you guys need now. You need to go and check out your baskets, because it ain't yours until you've checked out the basket. So myself and Debbie, we're going to be back in a couple of minutes right after this.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly how he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
and I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to show you how to view your Club Inspire loyalty points on our brand new site. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, go to our Crafters Companion homepage. Make sure to select the correct location. Go to the My Crafters icon on the top right of your screen. Log into your My Crafters account. After logging in, you should be taken to your My Crafters page. Under the loyalty section at the top of the page, you'll be able to see your loyalty tier, the amount of points you've acquired, and also any pending points that you're due to receive from a recent order. To purchase products with your Club Inspire discount, simply explore the site and products using the navigation bar at the top of the screen. When you find the product you want, add to your basket by clicking the Add to Basket button. The product will appear as full price, but don't worry, your loyalty discount will be shown in your basket. You'll then have the option to view your basket or continue shopping. If you want to check out, click View Your Basket. Here you can see the list of items you've added along with the order summary on the right-hand side of the screen. This is also where you'll see your loyalty discount, and just remember, the price you're seeing at this stage is excluding any delivery charges. And how simple was that?
I think we were talking about being lost of days last week. I think the reason I'm also kind of a little bit discombobulated is the fact that Ben was in yesterday on a Sunday.
On a yeah.
So to know Ben was in yesterday, it really would have been like maybe a Monday or something. So it should be, for me, it feels like a Tuesday, even though it's still a Monday. So I know, see that Ben, when he throws different days in, it's just confusing.
It's thrown us all.
Thrown us all.
Thrown us all.
Before we go any further, a couple of three questions at the moment, Debbie.
Yes.
Pat on Facebook is saying, did Debbie say to have your CC decal on the embossing folder facing up to deboss? She's actually keeping a little book of suggestions when she's watching the shows.
Yeah, the lovely thing about these, Pat, is that you know straight away which is the embossed side because we've printed purple onto the top of them.
Okay.
So you know that when you put your cardstock in fact, I'm just looking for a different coloured one. You know when you pop it in, you know that this would be a colour, you know then it'll be pushing through, so because we put the print on the front. The embossed side is the Crafters Companion logo, so that if you was to do it that way, you'll get it where it goes in, so the recess, rather than emboss, which is the raised side. So yes, that's exactly why we've done it this way, to stop that confusion, especially with it being a 2D folder. When you start putting your finger across, Craig, it's almost impossible. I can feel the difference. This side is raised, this side is recessed.
Okay.
So that means when you close that in over the top in your cardstock, this bit here that's the raise will push through to that cardstock. So yes, that's the embossed way, that's the debossed way, and the debossed way is with the Crafters logo. Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. We've also got Terry Anderson saying, she's on YouTube, Debbie, can you use a brayer with the ink from an ink pad to go over your emboss? Or is it too thin and end up adding colour in places you don't want to?
Ooh, it's like you read my mind, Terry. The next demo after this one is using a brayer, doing the letterpress technique. So yes, you can. You absolutely can use a brayer into the folders. It's not the same kind of look as it would be on a 3D embossing folder, because a 3D embossing folder has got sculpture. There's more levels of embossing, so there's more recess areas, some that are thin, some that are thicker, so you get that 3D feel. So when you're doing that technique on a 3D folder, it's completely different. But I'm going to show you, because I think it's quite cool, it looks really arty, so we're going to be doing that in the next demo. Not this one, the next one, Terry, so make sure you stay tuned, because I'll be covering that topic for you.
Awesome. Last one for now. Anne is asking, she's on Facebook, wondering if you could fill the areas in with glossy highlights. Would that make it look enamelled?
Absolutely. What a cracking idea
What
that
a great
is.
idea.
Pop your glossy highlights in. The raised edge of the embossed detail will hold it into place.
Perfect.
So it won't spread.
Nope.
It's going to stay put, and you will get a lovely glossed finish to it. I was looking for a sample earlier, thinking maybe one at design team have done it, but they didn't do it.
No, I've not done it.
I know,
no.
I was really shocked when I saw that, because I thought, oh, there might be one there. But yeah, absolutely try that, because it will work and it'll look lovely. Just make sure you let it dry naturally. Don't force the heat drying process. Let it dry naturally. You'll come back and you'll find that lovely enamelled finish to it. So yes, you can use those.
Awesome. Seeing as we've just not that long gone over that full collection, Debbie, if you're ready.
Oh yes,
will we just
ready
crack
and
on?
raring. Changing my mediums now. Watercolour. So changing watercolour, because I've gone to the well, I've actually got a couple here, because I've got our Tricolor aquas and I've also got our aqua markers as well. So I've chosen the lovely bud green, I've chosen a verdant green, and I've also got this one here, which is the rich floral, and it's got 3 colours. It's got purple, hot pink and heather into there. Now, because it's water-based medium, I need to change my cardstock up, and which is why I've chosen watercolour cardstock that I have chosen to cut down to the size again, where I've taken 1/4 of an inch that I'm going to run through, and we'll pop that in to our folder and run that through again. And remembering, it is only 2 of your cutting plates into your machine. Let that do the hard work for you, because it will do. And then you get ready to colour. I've got a pot of water, I've got some paint brushes, and we're going to have a little paint now using these. And also, because it's raised, rather than taking a pen round it now, I'm going to show you how to do it with an ink pad.
Okay.
So we're going to go over with the ink pad afterwards. And I've chosen damson wine for the kind of colours that I've chosen here to create a nice little look. I love the hydrangea. I nearly said it wrong. It is the butterfly hydrangea. Do you know what?
What?
Why is it called butterfly hydrangea?
There's a point.
I thought there might have been a butterfly in there. But there isn't. Are you looking for
Actually,
it as well?
that is a very good point.
Yeah, I was like, why have we called it? I got really excited then, and I completely forgot there's no butterflies in this.
You were about to go and colour the butterfly first, weren't you?
Did you notice? Absolutely, I was. When it comes out of the folder, was it Pat that asked about can you see the difference? I don't know if James, can you come in close if I angle it? That's going in. So that's the
It was Pat,
deboss. Yeah. Was it Pat?
It was Pat.
So that's the deboss Pat, and you get a different look. I mean, it looks lovely. I'm not going to lie. I love deboss.
It's
I love
nice.
embossing. Embossing, you can see the difference. It almost looks like that's a stamp that has been clear embossed, and then you've got that lovely finish, that white on white.
Do you know what it
Stunning.
also looks like? You know, outline dies.
Yes.
It's like that's been cut in white and then just stuck onto white card as well.
Yeah, and then that's where it goes in, so it's like going into the grooves. Either way will look lovely, Pat. Try them both out, because they're absolutely fabulous, and you can colour both the same way. Now, let me grab myself a piece of tissue paper. That's what I need next. Tissue paper. I'll keep reusing my dirty one, it's fine.
I know where there's a big roll. Just out here, I'll grab you some.
Oh, thank you. Do you know, I did have it earlier. Oh, Craig, I've seen it. I've got eyes, honestly. I've got my glasses, I found it. It's underneath here. Sorry, my lovely.
Don't you apologise. It's too late to apologise.
Now, what I'm going to do is, so there's 2 ways that you can do this, because, and you know me, Craig, we're both kindred spirits. You can go directly into there and then spread it and draw out with the water. But for me, it's nice to use your glass mat as a palette, and I'll scrub quite a bit of different colours down onto there. Love that squeaky sound. And then the purple. Satisfying. I'll concentrate on these first, because I'm going to work on those florals. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet my cardstock first, but I am going to do, let me just make sure I've got the right brush here. There it is, my thin one. I'm going to drop in the water into there to start with. And I'm just going to spread that round into a couple. Actually, the lovely thing about watercolour, and we've often said this, is it's very forgiving and it's really nice and easy to achieve these looks.
It is, isn't it?
And I'm going to go in and just drop and let that water spread it around. And of course you can just take it there. It's so satisfying. And the lovely thing about the embossed feature, when you keep the water inside the embossed area, it doesn't spread. It doesn't go anywhere.
No.
And it looks really, really lovely. And if you just want to pick a bit more up and just drop some in and watch the magic happen in front of your eyes. And the lovely thing about this as well is you can mix the colours. So if I come in with a different colour, let me just water that down there, pick up a little bit of that deeper one. And just drop down the colour into there, and then again with the pink one, the lighter one. It's almost marbly. It's got like a marbly
It's giving
effect.
it that feel, isn't it? Yeah.
It's really lovely. And again, I'm just going to go up to that line. I'm not going to worry too much because I'm going to be going back over with the damson wine, and then just add maybe a couple of little more drops.
You know, if you were to want to use a backing paper, the colours you're using, Debbie, the Neon Dreams paper pad, a little bit in the back, it's just giving me that kind of feel.
What a good shout that is. Oh God, yeah, that'll look lovely, won't it? So I like to do it this way and drop it in. And if you oversaturate, don't worry, because it does dry, and you can always go back in and add some more. So I'm going to just concentrate on this one now, and again we'll just repeat that, where we're just going to drop some into there. And do you know the lovely thing about this, Craig, is you don't have to worry about colouring.
No, no.
you let the water colour effect just take shape and just watch them mingle in between the two. And again, it's not going anywhere. And if you have put too much down, of course, the drying process will dry it naturally. You can always go back in and add some more if you want to at some stage, if you're feeling like it's a little bit too, wishy-washy in areas. But I love doing this. And again, I'm just going to bring in that lighter pink around the edges.
I've not heard that word for a while, Debbie. Mingling. I like that word.
Mingle.
Mingling. It's a nice word. Mingling together.
Mingling together. They look lovely though, don't they?
When they,
I
yeah,
mean,
when
they
they
literally
mingle.
just, you can already start to see it taking shape. So I'll do a couple more. Let's come in and do, because obviously this is still the same. It's not the leaf design. Let's come in and do.
And they're never, say you do that again on another butterfly hydrangea, but without the butterfly, you're going to get a different look every time.
You are,
It's
yeah.
going to be completely different.
Absolutely. Let's go back in with a bit of that lighter pink. And have you noticed it doesn't take a lot of ink? I've still got loads here. Still got a load.
I can imagine being either on my couch or in my craft den or at the kitchen table, and it's relaxing.
Yep.
But you don't need much there, Debbie, do you? You've
not at
got
all.
your embossed layer, a couple of your water base. Even if you didn't have a glass mat in the kitchen or the living room, a tile or a plate or something like that, and then you're away to go.
You are, and it's lovely. And like I said, that embossed area, Craig, just makes it really easy for that to flow in there. And you don't have to be really precise with it. You can just pick it in and drop that in and let the water manoeuvre and mingle, and literally it looks so, honestly, absolutely lovely. Now you'll continue to do that. I'm just going to force this drying stage just a little bit because I want to show you a couple of other little things to do. And you've still got ink here, so you could be using it as a background drop. But I'm just going to pop this and literally try and force that drying stage, like so. I think it's nearly done there. You can help it on its way, but if you do, just be careful because it does strip back a bit of the colour, so it like bleaches that colour out. But again, it's all that lovely look that it gives you. I think that's about, yeah, that'll do. Because then you can take over your like your damson wine and then just tickle across the edge, and what that does is then picks up that lovely embossed detail.
one of those, from just seeing them this morning, I've got my set, but I've not properly played with them just yet. You really do think, at first, quite rightly, I know some of you thought, well, do I really need them? But then actually you see how versatile they are.
Yeah. And look how that's just picked up now. So I haven't had to go around with a pen or anything like that. I've just taken the colour over the top. And then to create, I mean, you'll use your green. You'll do exactly the same with your greens onto your leaves. Do exactly the same. And then you can pick up all this excess, pick up the excess and do this little splashing technique over the top. Or add a little bit more down there. Let's see if I can drop... In fact, let me just drop a bit more of that pink. I'm not taking it back into there because it's already watered down. But just go in, pick up and then splash. So drop that over the top and randomly. Obviously you'll do it when it's all coloured in, but it'll look really lovely. Let that dry naturally. And if I just bring in the one that I've got, let me just move those out of the way so I don't spill anything. It takes it to, and it looks gorgeous when it's all done, Craig. Absolutely beautiful. Let me just wipe up that. And then can you see with the pink, the brighter pink, wait till you've coloured the whole image in. Even on the excess bit, all I've done is just gone into that area and used the damson wine to pick up that open space, that white space. You could, of course, colour wash it. So you could use your colour and then just colour wash round there. And all I've done in this centre is I've dropped, now I was going to put gems, but I changed my mind because I thought, do you know what I'm going to use?
What's
Gel
that?
pen or a white acrylic marker into the centre. And then that looks, it just, honestly, it just elevates it to a whole... Seriously, take your time with it, but enjoy that process of colouring. Add the more colours into there as well if you want to, because that's what I did with this one. I added, literally, more colour. I went back in and picked up more. But to be fair, this, when it went over the top, literally just added a little bit more ink into it, so it creates this lovely little section. And then again, I've just taken a little small piece because this is going to sit on my stepper card, wherever she's put her stepper card. There we go.
How you doing?
And I'm going to, and I've deliberately chosen a stepper card where it hangs over the edge because I think it looks really quite nice. And again, nice bit of white area, but I'm just going to turn that this way and I'm going to just take my tape where I want it to go and then just add it. I might drop that up a little bit higher.
Wendy's
actually.
saying they might have called it butterfly hydrangea because hydrangeas attract butterflies.
Oh, you learn something new every
You
day
do.
here at Crafters TV. So I'm just
That
going
would make
to
sense.
make sure that's all lined up straight. And then I'm going to do exactly the same into my stepper area. And pop down, I'm going to bring that up that way though, because I quite like that. Pop that down into there. I've got myself a little ribbon. Now, I love making ribbons. I found my old DVD with my fancy ribbon maker and I thought, oh my God, I forgot you could do those. With, you know, the bow makers.
Yes.
Just created a nice little fancy ribbon. Got myself a little sentiment and I'm just going to add my Have a Beautiful Day onto... let's go.
Stunning.
It looks beautiful. They look, honestly, they're just lovely. And the sentiment bundle as that little extra bonus buy, I think is fab. And then I'm just going to add a couple of, now then, this is the choice. What choices do I use? I've only got a few left of these.
I was waiting to say, you've not got many of
I know, I'm
hunky-dory
like,
gems and
I
pearls,
quite like
have you?
that though. I think I'll go there. Let me just go in and add.
Nice finishing touch. How smart.
Actually, I might need to move that over. Actually, no, that's quite nice. I'm going to stop. Stop us there, Debbie. Because, again, you can create some really lovely makes. They can be the focal feature. I think the beautiful might be stuck on wonky. I'm gonna readjust that one because that's starting to, you know, I'm one of those things that likes it. I've got to have it straight. So I'm just going to readjust that. But again, it can be a real focal feature of your card making. So definitely try some different techniques in terms of your colouring.
For sure, that is absolutely fab, Debbie. Absolutely beautiful. It's just another way in which, of course, you could be using a brand new folders. You're going to find them across on our website, of course. That's .co.uk, .com or .eu. All these different ones, different options for you to get your hands on. Can you believe it? That's the very first hour already done. We've got another hour to go. So, of course, if you want to go for your illustrated embossing folders, you can absolutely do that. That's what today's launch is all about. It is kickstarting this week of November news, which means every single day, right up till Friday, we've got a brand new launch. The boss is going to be in the building tomorrow with another one, but we've got a lovely array, whether it is folders, whether it is dies, whether it is magazines. We've got lots coming your way this week. But as I say, it's all about today, the Gemini illustrated embossing folders. You can get your hands on them. We'll go through the full bundle shortly within this show, but they're there for you. Showstopper, £50, $60, or your platinum price, £40, $48. If you want to add in that bonus buy, the sentiment bags, you can do that. You're going to get them at a platinum price of $56.72. That's all the Showstopper and the sentiment goodie bag. We'll go over in detail just shortly, but you might want to grab some other goodies that we've got on the show. Now, when I say goodies, I mean the most ridiculous price I have ever seen our Illustrator pens. Now, our Illustrator pens, it's our 36 pens that we've got here. Now, these ones are your colour essentials. Now, these are alcohol based, but what you have got is the creme de la creme when it comes to the nib. So you've got your flexible Japanese nib on one end, but what you've also then got is your fine bullet nib on the other side here. Now, with these being alcohol based, you're still going to be able to do the blends. You can do the blend and build up the depth. Now, with the Illustrators, the way that I like to verbalize them is these are like ones that are going to give you movement. So whether you're going to do the hair or the weave of the dress or the movement within the bushes or the trees or the leaves, that sort of stuff. Of course, if you want to go direct and colour in as if you would do with the bullet, tri-blends or classics, yes, you can do, but these give you that movement. These are really the creme de la creme, but when it comes to that price, it's crazy. $29.99 or $41.99. Look at that saving. You're saving £45 or 70. And see, took my glasses off again. $78 you're going to be saving. $78. £45 you are saving. But your platinum comes down to $23.99 or $33.59. Spectrum Noir Illustrator pens, that's the top range of pens that we do here at Crafters Companion within Spectrum Noir. Lots of content across on our YouTube channel for you to go along and follow. Just type in Illustrator pens, but then of course what you're going to find is tuitions and tutorials when it comes to things such as Colour Me Happy shows that we do. So they're there for you to get your hands on them if you are looking to get some Illustrator pens. FYI, Christmas present, son, daughter, niece, nephew, anyone that loves colouring or are at art school, art and design, anything like that, that's an absolutely must-have for sure. And something that continues, and even though we've not shown it yet today, and we're away to do it just now, continues to be so incredibly busy and popular ever since the launch there on Friday, and that is the ombre glitter card. This is our ombre pad. Now within this one here, what you're going to get is the 12x12 and the 6x6. But just FYI, we might be missing a few sheets from Saturday, just saying. What you are going to get is 4 shedless glitter coloured ombre designs, and you're going to get 6 sheets in total. So you're going to go from your transition of 2 colours, there's your 5 colours in actual fact. You've then got another 2, 3 with the silver in the middle, going from the pinks to the blues, and then you're also then going to be getting that fuchsias to the mint as well. 4 designs, 6 sheets of each, 24 sheets. These are 210 GSM. Incredible, does not shed whatsoever. That means scan and cut, your Cricut, your Cameo, anything with a bladed machine, you can use this no problem at all and it won't blunt your blade. Now you do get 48 sheets, that's because you've got a 6x6 version. Exactly the same, it's just been scaled down, but you're going to get both of these ones, both of which are 210 GSM, both of which are 24 sheets. £20 or $28. If you are platinum level, you're going to get that for £16 or $22.40. So thinking of your brand new launch of your illustrated folders, if you're going in with any of those pastel tones, those lighter tones, maybe a nice little accent in the background with that ombre effect, certainly having a few different colours. So that's that one across on the website for you to grab. Let's just show you what you can be doing. These are 210 GSM, so your construction, your box making, even your cars. I mean, look at these ones here, how beautiful are that? I mean, your dinky ones, template library. It's going to be an absolute dream, funny enough, talking about template library. You can see here, lots of ways that you can be using them here. So that's just a few ideas, so you can grab your hands on them. Both pads, 6x6, 12x12, £20, $28 with a platinum price, £16, or for you guys stateside, you're going to be $22.40. And then the next one that we've got, everyone keeps saying it's the Neon Dreams paper pad. It's not, it's the Debbie Robinson paper pad in my opinion here, because just like Wild at Heart, this is Debbie through and through. These are beautiful, these are fab, these are incredible. Adore these ones here. This is also a double pack, 12x12, 6x6, 24 sheets in each of these ones here, 300 GSM within each of these ones here. And let's show you the 12x12, because these are double-sided as well. So these are going to give you that scale of like marble effect, the texture effect, animal print, I mean the layered effect that you've got as well, but your blues, you've got your pink, you've got your oranges, you've got your fuchsias as well. You're then going to go in with your lime greens, your bright greens, your yellows. Love them, absolutely love them. You can go for those ones, £25 or $35. You've got your platinum price, £20 or $28. That's giving you both of them, 6x6, 12x12 as well, and also being incredible for your construction, because these ones are your 300 GSM. So get your USBs out, get your old CD-ROMs, get your instruction booklets out that tell you all the different concepts that you can be doing, template library, expansion packs, I mean your framework that you can see here. I'm thinking within the orange expansion pack, we've got the full-size Christmas cracker. Imagine doing that within the Neon Dreams, or even the ombre glitter would be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. These are just some ideas that you could be making with the Neon Dreams, or of course you can replicate these but with the shedless glitter ombre. That's there on the website, £25, $35 with a platinum price of £20 or $28 for you guys stateside. As always though, you guys across Central Europe, you're not left out either. You just go to .eu, all your prices are going to be there in euros. So what about using all of that with maybe little accent backgrounds on the back of course, the brand new folders? Why not do that? And that's what this show is all about. Let's have another good look at this collection before we go straight back to Debbie, and that is our illustrated embossing folders. After this show, you've got that hour between we come back from Monday Makers. If you did miss any of Wake Up Call, please do go back, tune in, because Debbie done incredible demonstrations there. I know that's 2 hours, you've only got that hour gap, but then that'll just fill out that little void for you till we come back live. But let's look at these ones, because this is the brand new launch. These are your 4x6 illustrated embossing folders. This is all about the florals and the backdrops here. 2D, but they give you that beautiful outline. Flourishing foliage, delightful butterflies, charming hellebores. You're then going to be getting the pretty peonies. Also then going to be getting the beautiful hydrangea, that's the one that Debbie just used a moment ago, and then gardening rose as well. So that's your 6 folders. If you want to go for just them, you can do that on the website for you to go and have a look at right now. But the showstopper consists of the folders, also the 9 reels of organza ribbon, which is giving you the pink, the white and the purple. Way down at the bottom, you're getting your 3 pigment ink pads, where you're going to be getting crushed velvet, pink tulip, and plum jam. And then you're also going to be getting your 24 sheets of the Wild at Heart linen cardstock, and then you're also going to be getting your 25 sheets of your fabulous fuchsia linen cardstock. These ones here, so this is both collections put together here. So you can see from the fabulous fuchsias, you've got your foliage, you've got your pinks, your purples, the peachy pinks, light pinks, fuchsia colours to be exact. Then you're going to go into your Wild at Heart with your browns, your peaches, you've got the wine, the oranges, the greens. You've then got all your different tones as well. That is the colours that you're going to be getting. £50, $60, you're already getting a cracking saving, but when it comes to the platinum, that comes down to £40 or $48. So that's for the showstopper. But let's not forget about the bonus buy, because we've got our sentiment goodie bag. Can get this on its own if you want to. By all means, head across there on the website. You can see at the bottom of your screen today's price, £40 or $60. It's going to give you all of these. So I'm going to quickly go through all of these sentiments. Sentiment dies, sentiment stamps. There's 19 within that one. Your Hello You Edgeable. You're then getting your Loves Balloon Sentiment Stamp and Die. 6 of them in there. You're then getting your Everyday Thanks Stamp and Die. Same with the Friend. Also then going to be getting the Special Day Top Fold Edgeable. And then you're going to get your 11 stamps from Masquerade Ball. A mix of sentiments, but then embellishment stamps as well. So all of that on its own, £40 or $60. But if you want to get that half price, you can do that by adding it into your showstopper, which makes it the bonus buy. So add the showstopper into your basket, add the goodie bag into your basket. Within that total price, that will then come down to £20 or $30, which therefore at checkout, all deducted for you, you're going to get the full lot for £70 or $90. So that's all of that, but that is just your today's price. If you're platinum at 20% off, you're then going to get all of that for £56 or $72. Everything that I've just shown you there. As I said before, add them both in, it's all deducted itself. Once you've signed in into your account, it's going to deduct your Club Inspire discount. All you need to do is check out and be safe in the knowledge of knowing it's coming your way, and you can be doing lots of different things, lots of different techniques, and lots of different variety ways that Debbie's been showing you, just like she is right now. I can see comments still coming through, but what we'll do is I'll have a look at them, we'll fire straight across to Debbie and see what more we can be doing.
Excuse me, I nearly lost my voice then. Craig, I'm going to be doing a broiling technique in a second. However, one of the duet ink pads is missing, so would you please
Of course I can.
go and either have a look under your counter. I'm looking for the waterfall colour, because that's the only colour I haven't got. I don't know why, I don't know what's happened to it. I've got 2 raspberry ripples for some strange reason, but I just wanted the waterfall if you've got that. And thank you very much. You are very kind, because that's the one I'm going to do this with. Now I'm going to create a background piece first. So we're going to create with these 3 colours. I've got Sweet Clementine, Raspberry Ripple and Spring Buds. I'm going to use the waterfall for the brayering technique. What I want to do though, first of all, is lay down quite a nice bit of colour onto my glass mat. So I'm going to put quite a nice bit down onto there. Can always go back and add more. It stays wet while it's on your glass mats, or your, what's the other one? Craft mats. But what this does is just lay down quite a nice bit of colour onto there for me. I think I might add a bit more pink. There we go.
Because you like these ink pads, don't you?
Oh, I love these
You
ink
love them,
pads.
don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, this technique you can do with cling film, you can do it with bubble wrap. I've just got some baby wipes here because I forgot to get my cling film out, but it doesn't matter. It's kind of similar, but you can create some really nice techniques. So what you're going to do is pop in and just lay down. It's a bit like rag rolling. Now, please let me just tell you, don't be using dirty ones, but this is one I've been using all the way through the day. And I do like to make sure that things, you get the most out of them, so to speak. But what you're going to do is make sure you dry each stage. I think I've said this before about the duet ink pad, you get that lovely chalk finish. But what you want to do, oh, actually, do you know what I haven't done? Didn't get my spritzer out, Craig, because I was going to spritz into there.
Okay.
Although it is still quite damp, my baby wipe, so to speak. I say baby wipe loosely, Craig. Do you know what it is?
What's that?
It's one of the things that we use, to clean the counter with. Do you know the kitchen kind of wipes?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, different look with the baby wipe, but do you know, I thought I might as well use it.
Yeah.
So I spritzed my water on, which is what I was intending to do, which I forgot to do with my green one, but it doesn't matter. But like I said, I can tell with the dirty. I've transferred some of the dirt onto there, which I didn't want to do. But again, I'm going to come in and I'm going to add, let's add a bit of the orange onto there as well. And just build up. And you can add quite a nice texture to this. Looks lovely with cling film. And of course with bubble wrap. That looks nice as well. And you can layer colour upon colour. It's got like a bit of a rag rolling kind of effect.
Yeah, it gives you that effect, doesn't it?
So I'm just going to quickly lightly dry off that stage as well. Doesn't take long to be fair to
But you said there's priority dry in between each layer.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And I'm just going to add a bit of pink into there as well. I think I want a bit more pink though, so I'm just going to add a bit of pink
Like I will go through all the other comments just shortly, but one of the things that really has within Wake Up Call and so far into launch day that's been so apparent from so many people, and we know this anyway when Debbie's in, but Trish is saying, like many others, I could sit and watch Debbie craft all day long. She is just a joy.
Oh, thank you.
Many comments in that sort of that form, Debbie.
Oh, that's so lovely. Isn't that lovely, Craig? That
It's
really
true, though.
is nice. It's lovely when you hear things like that. It is. Now, I'm just going to dry this off. Can you see what I talk about? Can you understand why I love ink pads? Because to layer colour upon top of colour and not lose any of the colour, if that makes any sense,
Yeah.
is just absolutely incredible. And I love the techniques that you can make your background papers. I could continue to go with more and more colour onto there, but I think I'm going to stop right there at that stage. I'll show you my cling film one so you can see the difference between the two, because that was my cling film one. And it was exactly the same, what I'd just done, scrunch up your cling film and dab into your ink, so like I've just done there, put your inks down, spritz with some water, and then pick up with your cling film, so you dab your cling film into it and cling film on. You do that with bubble wrap, and you can do that with your wipes as well. Okay. And you can see the two different kind of looks you get. I mean, I love them, but it's this no losing. I haven't lost the sweet clementine, I haven't lost the spring bud colour, I haven't lost that gorgeous raspberry ripple in there either. I just love these, and I think once you get these duet ink pads home, you're going to see so much that you're going to be able to do with them as well. I think I'll use that one. I might save that one for later. And then we're going to do the brayer, and we'll do the brayer in technique, and I will, oh, now what are you doing with your brayer? There we go. I'm going to come in and use that. You can go directly in with your ink pad over the top of your embossed area, but I feel like you get a better coverage when you use a brayer. Oh, I think oh, Debbie, I haven't cleaned my brayer in a while, which is a bit naughty of me, but it doesn't matter. And again, I'm just going to go over, oh, wait a minute, up to the, oh, Debbie, do it both sides. Do you know, I'm trying to remember which, oh, it's this side, silly old me. Oh, squeaky squeak.
Do you know what I do now, Debbie?
Oh. What do you do, Craig?
I just do both sides now.
Well, actually, yeah, because do you know me, sometimes you can't, I said right or wrong. All I would say is make sure your colour's on both sides.
That's, well, yeah, that's true,
what I would say. But let me just make sure I take, yeah, because I want that in the background. Or did I want, no, let me go back into this one. Oh, I do get me, seriously, sometimes trying to get my brain to work which side I want it to be. But someone did ask about the brayer. Now, I will show you. A brayer, for me, evens out the ink and covers all the areas that you want it to do. But if I just show you what I mean, you can go in, but can you see it like picks up quite a lot of ink? And there might be areas that you don't want it to go. So just make sure, if you do it that way, that you spread it around with your brayer. This one's a different technique, because what this does is goes into the background. So it, I think it needs a bit of, oh, it sounds like me bones on a morning. It needs a bit of WD-40, this one, Craig.
Oh, I love it.
But yeah. If anyone's tuning in, they'll be like, what on earth?
It's like the Tin Man on Wizard of Oz, where he's moving his mouth.
It's my squeaky brayer. Oh dear. So you've got ink that's in the background, and then that will, when it pushes through, will go into your cardstock. So I'm going to turn it this way because I want this side to be the raised. So but I'll do it on both sides so you can see. And I'm just going to place that in, close that up. Whew, that was close. And then run that through. And you can see now, the reason why I've turned it over is that that will transfer onto the pattern side. If I've remembered to do it the right way, Craig, because I know what I'm like, I always do it, where I sometimes forget.
Oh, gosh,
Do you do it as well?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Thank God it's not just me.
Yeah.
Seriously, I sometimes wonder about, there it is, that was the way I wanted it to go. So it was almost like working on the opposite side where I wanted the ink to go into. So you can see now it's transferred. Oh, and it doesn't half create something really pretty.
That is
it's really,
beautiful.
really quite arty. And then when I show you on the other side, so that's now the embossed side. But I wanted to show you that the deboss can work just as lovely as well. But I love that. I think it's got this lovely, lovely effect into it. But again, that looks lovely, especially when you're doing white cardstock, because all the embossed area is now white. And that's lovely. So all I would just tell you is please do make sure that you clean your embossing folders really well, because they're very inky and they're very juicy ink pads as well. And I don't want that to transfer over for the next person that's using them, because these are the studio sets and Tracy will be cross with me. Especially the next person that uses them.
So Sarah's on Wake Up Call and launch day tomorrow, and then it's Lily on launch party with me.
Ooh,
so I wouldn't be surprised if we look at these on launch party tomorrow.
Right, I'll give it a good clean. I'll give it a good clean, and hopefully just warn Lily that the Pretty Peonies may have blue ink in it. But I've tried to clean it the best I can.
We'll just say Ben was having a play on Sunday.
Now, can you see as well, my ink's transferred out of there, so just make sure that you give your plates a clean as well. It doesn't harm, it is just an ink at the end of the day, but just give it a nice clean, because again, it stays wet on a non-porous surface. So if you're not too careful, you'll end up with ink all over your projects, and that's the last thing you want. Right, so next, what am I doing with this one? Oh, there it is, under there. All I've done with this is I've snipped into this and created like a 3-part effect. So if I grab my guillotine, Craig, I'm going to trim this down to, now I think if I remember rightly, we're about 1.25 inches. And we're going to do that lovely triptych effect that we did this morning. Completely different to the one we did this morning, so that you can see now it still all blends together and pick up those pieces. Now, the one that I've done here is the one with, oh, let me just start down there for a second, is the one that I did with my cling film background. And what I just did was I added, make sure I've got that the right way around. I added the ink. I just went in with a little bit of a, again, just drop some ink down, and it gives it a really arty kind of look. That's more of a soft, subtle look. In fact, I'll put the two beside each other. So, wait a minute. It's like a jigsaw puzzle,
It's like a jigsaw, isn't it?
Wait a minute, have I got that right? No, that's not right. Hang on a minute. There we go. That's better. It's like a little jigsaw puzzle, isn't it? Two very different looks, depending on your background that you're using. That was the cling film, that was the baby wipe technique, or in my case, kitchen wipe technique. And then I'm just going to attach these onto my black cardstock. Okay. So it was just to show you how you can create that look and get that really nice effect.
So once you've embossed it, so you've got that raised design, and this is a back off of a question from Terry. So Terry that asked about the brayer, which is also asking is, say you emboss it, can you ink up your brayer
and then go over
and then go over that lightly, not press it, because of course then you'll then just start to then press in the emboss, but then instead of running over the raised detail with an ink pad, run it over with a brayer, quite softly. There you go, Terry.
Yeah, absolutely. Give it a go. Do you know what I always say? Have a play.
It's card at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's a bit of cardstock. And do you know what? You'll either like it or you won't. And if you don't, no harm done.
No.
It's only a little bit of card.
You just won't do it again, will you?
Yeah, absolutely. Just make sure I've got that nice and even. That's why I'm using my wet glue for this bit. Just want to make sure that they're all nice and framed in. I do like a little bit of a triptych effect.
It's nice. It's a little bit... It's different on the eye, isn't it? It's nice seeing the full design, but just having that triptych effect on the eye gives it extra interest.
And I'm just making sure I've got that pattern. Yep, that's the right pattern way around. So that's going to go onto my card blank. Now, I've got my card blank here. Just push that to one side. And I've gone with, you can tell we're in a bit of a black and white mood, can't you? Gone with a bit of black and white again. I say black and white, I've been using my Centura Pearl. I've got a lot of Centura Pearl and not very much multi-purpose cardstock. So I've been doing it where you create a little bit of a nice inside part, because this is part of the easel. And then that sits on the front, like so. and that's going to be the part of the easel there. So again, just measuring that up. And the lovely thing that I've done with this, and it was an A3 piece of cardstock, so I'll give you the correct measurement for those wanting this size. It's 14 inches by 5 3/4. I've scored it at 3.5 inches and 7 inches to create that easel fold. And then this particular one, wherever it's gone, there we go. The matte black layer is 5.5 by 6.5 because I wanted it to frame inside the centerpiece. So I'm just going to pop me glue. Let me just make sure, because I always do it this way, Craig, when I'm lining it up. So I know that the glue that I'm going to put is on this half, so I know I'm going to be fine. So if I just pop on.
We, earlier on, we were talking about Maria. Of course, we've got Bianca, we've got Nicola, and we've got an incredible, incredible design team like Jan, who's given us helping hand on the comments. We've also got the incredible, lovely Linda Fitzgerald is watching as well. Fitzsimmons. I've done that the last time, Fitzgerald.
What are you like?
I keep calling her Linda Fitzgerald.
That is not Linda's name.
No, probably because I've been listening to a lot of Ella Fitzgerald Christmas songs.
Have you?
Yeah, oh, I like Ella Fitzgerald Christmas songs, yeah.
Oh.
Let's hear those sleigh bells jingling, ding, ding, dingling too. But yes, our Linda is watching saying, wow, these are amazing demos, Debbie.
Bless her heart. She's so sweet, isn't she? I love her. Love her to bits. She's very talented. If you ever get to watch Linda, she's one of our accredited demonstrators as well. Not only is she on our design team, but she's one of our accredited. And you ever get to see her, she's down south. If you keep your eye on her page, you'll see when she's out and about demonstrating.
Yeah.
She's incredibly talented. We're very lucky to have her on our team. What I've done there, Craig, so this time a little bit different because I know we're in a frame there, within a frame. I've gone with the outside pieces, then I can position that. Rather than trying to work the middle, it was the easy way around to put one on the left, one on the right, and then sandwich this one into the centre. And the top tip that I'll give you there is use your all-purpose glue because you've got a bit of wiggle time to get it into position if you've gone a little bit off. And by being a little bit off, I mean just by a little bit off at the bottom or the top or the centre parts. That looks about right. I'm just going to give it an eyeball.
Yeah.
There we go.
So
yep,
smart.
absolutely fine. It looks lovely, doesn't it? With the techniques. Now, I wanted obviously a little bit of a flobber stopper. So I've chosen to use the same design, but just gone onto white cardstock. So it's exactly the same, but I've just taken a little feature of the floral part in the centre and popped that onto some matte black cardstock, and already got my foam on a roll into there as well. And I've double layered it. I've done a double foam on a roll there underneath. And again, all that's going to do is sit in to stop this from flopping over. I'm going to actually position it though a little bit, there we go, just into that bottom part, so it's all halfway, and then that stops that card from toppling over. But it just needs something else, and this is when your swash sentiments will come into effect. So let me, what have I done with them? There they are. Let's come in with a special friend.
Strangely, I kind of understand what Rachel's meaning by this when she says, this card looks good enough to eat.
Good enough to be, is that
To eat. It's strange. I get where you're coming from. Don't eat it.
No, don't eat it.
Don't eat it. But yeah, I'm not sure if it reminds me of like a white chocolate bar they'd done once with colours that were like edible colour, food colour, and it was kind of swirled through it. For me, that's what's given me that vibe. Aww. You might just think I'm going doolally, but I get where Rachel's coming from. Me and Rachel. Yeah.
I'm going to use the happy birthday. Now I've doubled up these as well because I've done it in a Centura Pearl, which is the turquoise, and also our matte black cardstock. Do a little bit of a shadow drop on top of them, but also I found it matched the waterfall colour in the ink. Let me just make sure, because obviously these are a little bit more intricate than a normal sentiment. So I'm just doing it in stages because I want it to line up and create that drop shadow effect just over the top of them, and pop that down. And I've done the same with the happy birthday one as well. So I'm just going to position, although it don't matter about that end bit. And then the same with the happy birthday, sorry, the special friend. because it says happy birthday, special friend. Those sentiments are fabulous. So like I said, that bonus buy is absolutely fabulous. In terms of, you know, you may not have got some of those, you may have, so get yours out what you use. But have, you know, that's the only thing you need to add to these. So again, if I just come in with my friend and pop that down as well.
I need to start using my Swatch sentiments more.
I love the Swatch sentiments. Yeah, they're really fab, aren't they? Absolute fab. And I'm just going to add, because it's a Debbie card, always got to have a little gem in there. Oh my God, me and this poker tool have got so much rubbish on it. I need to get it a good clean. Add a little eye over me special. Yeah, bling it up a little bit. Oh, I'll do one on there as well. Although I think it might get a bit lost in my little inky background there, but we'll see.
What a great technique that background and then embossing is.
There you go.
Fab.
So again, another different kind of way of being able to achieve those looks, and a bit more of an arty look, a bit more, you know, there's lots of things you can do with embossing folders. The braiding technique onto background, and again, like I said, you know, we talk about, you know, using your fancy papers and things like that. No, you can use your folders. The folders create lots of lovely techniques with your inks, with your embossing folders. Ooh, it's on a roller coaster. There you go. Absolutely fab. Love it.
Debbie, that's brilliant. Absolutely, another cracking one to be adding, of course. When it comes to show-wise, add to your playlist on Facebook or on YouTube, so that when you get yours home, you can, of course, recreate what Debbie has done. Now, that's been made using the brand new launch when it comes to the folders. The folders on their own, if you want to go for them, are there on the website, but we've got our showstopper here. So you're going to get the 6 new folders. You're going to get your cardstock from Wild at Heart, which is linen, and also fabulous fuchsia. You're then going to be getting your 9 reels of organza ribbon, and then you're also then going to be getting your 3 pigment ink pads, crushed velvet, pink tulip, plum jam. £50 or $60, even although this is a launch day showstopper, you're saving $26.98 or $49.50. I think I need to go to the Specsavers again. Other places as well, with a platinum price of £40 or $48. So that is your showstopper. What we do have as well is we've got a bonus buy. So if you then add that into your basket and you also add in your sentiment, then you're going to get that for half price. So if you want to go for the sentiment goodie bag on its own, you can do, and it's £40 or $60. But by adding it in to the showstopper, which then means that you're going to get the full lot there for £70 or $90. So that's all of that with a platinum price for £56 or $72. Essentially, that makes that half price. Ends up meaning that you're paying £20 or $30. So each option is there on the website for you, even individually if you wanted to. It's entirely up to yourself. Most of you are going to go for or have been going for the showstopper with the bonus buy. It's all about options, and the options are there for you across on our website, .co.uk, .com or .eu. Right, we're going to have time to go back to Debbie just shortly. So in the meantime, while Debbie gets organised and set, you get yourself checked out on the website. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to show you how to check out Crafters TV on our sparkling new website, including how to watch live, catch up with previous shows, and how to view the latest schedules. So, let's get started. First, go to the Crafters Companion homepage. Select the correct location at the top of the page. Click the Crafters TV icon on the top right-hand side of your screen. To watch the show live on the website, click the Watch Now button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the relevant show page where you can watch the show, shop the show, and shop the day at your leisure. To view the Crafters TV schedule, click the View Our Schedule button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the TV schedule where you can browse each date plus all of the shows that are on that day. You can then click on each show to be taken to a page where you can watch and shop the show. If you want to catch up on a previous show, hit the Catch Up button on the purple Crafters TV bar. Then you can scroll down to see all of the previous Crafters TV shows from recent days. If you're looking for something specific, you can click the Craft Expert, Craft Area, Shows and Date filters just above the list of shows. Take a moment to browse until you see the show you want to catch up on, then click onto the show. You'll then be taken to the catch-up page, where you're free to watch the show and check out all of the crafty goodies on our Shop the Show and Shop the Day pages. Enjoy!
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
All the fun here at Crafters TV, all of us in the studio as well as live when you guys are all tuning in. Talking about tuning in, we've got Wendy Myers saying good morning from Osoggi, Oregon. Yeah, it's the same kind of here. I think it's kind of eased. Can't hear it on the roof. Trisha's in saying, I can't wait to try this technique. Thank you, Debbie, for that demo. We've also got Hayley Ralph saying, she's on Facebook. Hello, everyone. A little late to the party, but absolutely loving these embossing folders. I said it on my Insta story this morning. They're very simplistic compared to like 3D or detailed ones that we've done. And they are detailed, but I just love that outline, that illustrated line. And by seeing what Debbie's been doing, when I have them on Hobby Maker on Friday here in the UK, you might see a few little kind of techniques and demos exactly the same. Just saying, just saying. Hannah Gosling Smith is saying, loving this card. Philip Watson, it says, turn it 90 degrees and it could look like a 3-layered angel cake. You looking at them as well? Yeah. Lois is saying, very pretty card. Thank you, Debbie. Love the Swatch sentiments. Very useful. And Pat's also saying, beautiful. I will have to get those dies. Love cursive writing. I've never heard that for explaining a word. Cursive. I suppose, yeah, I suppose. Handwriting. Handwriting, yeah. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, I'm just saying what's in my ear, which is sometimes a very dangerous thing that we're always taught. Never start to say whatever is in our ear, because you just never know however it's going to come out. Well, we'll have a look at the Gemini. We've got our Gemini. Like, what? Now, I know I have seen this price the other day, but when I was told last week, I think it was a couple of days after we first had it at this price here, I was told, Craig, it's $199.99 or $299.99. I thought, oh, brill, great, under 200 quid in the UK, $300 for you guys stateside. What I didn't realise is that is today's price. Look at the platinum price, it comes down even further. Isn't that absolutely phenomenal? When they said that price, I thought, oh, that's a great platinum price. Brilliant, because usually when we get told prices before shows, we tend to get told what the platinum price is, because most of you are platinum. So straight away I thought, that's great, and then we went on the screen and I say, no, actually, that's today's price, The platinum price is $159.99 or $239.99. Straight off the bat, you get all the plates that you need. So, you know, your frosted shem, you're then getting your magnetic shem, you're also getting the rubber embossing mat, metal sheet, and your 2 cutting plates as well. Cutting plates and, of course, the frosted shem. Flip and rotate them, they're going to last you even longer. Now, this is our Gemini 2 cutting and embossing machine. It's A4 in size, unrivaled pressure. This is the latest die cutting machine in the craft industry across the globe. Only launched, you know, middle of the year here, give or take a month stateside to UK. But what you've also got here is it is now been brought into 2023. What I mean by that is, first things first, it's the same amount of pressure as all your other Geminis. And that's because Sarah had said over 7 years ago, we physically cannot put any more pressure in our die cutting machine. So we've not, because we can. Still the most incredible, strong, unrivaled pressure. But what we have done is then brought it into 2023. So it's quicker. It's now down to about 13.5 seconds for A4 plates to run all the way through. It is also quieter. So usually we say at night time, that's great if anyone's sleeping. But think about during the day, if you're a new mum, a new dad, someone's on night shift, it's quieter to be using around the house. One of my favourite features is an optical sensor. So when it comes to our A4 OG Gemini, you could use your junior plates and you turn them on sideways. You don't need to do that anymore. Because it's an optical sensor, essentially it's a beam, you can put your plates in, junior plates face in, even at a little bit of an angle, it's going to work. If you've got our Gemini Go with the really small plates, you can use that as well. If you've got the foil press, you don't need an extender plate, put the foil press platform straight in. You've got the non-glide feet as well. I'm going to ask Nicola if we've still got our 360 turntable in stock. If we do, I would highly, highly recommend that you put that into your basket as well. We're going to double check, but when it comes to the Gemini, what you've got is you've got the glide feet, so you can glide it back and forwards. It is really strong and sturdy and substantial, so it's not going to slip off your desk, but it's got that nice glided motion. We do have the turntable in stock. It's been made and designed to fit the G2. You've got the screws that you need. You also get a screwdriver as well, which I just think, you know, maybe little, but to actually get the screwdriver, the holes for it are in the perfect, precise space and position. So the glide or the turntable is not for any other machine. Please don't drill into any of your original Geminis, because then you're going to damage it, and because of the wires, please don't do that. Turntable's in stock, but for your G2. Also then, when it comes to the G2, you've got the fold down action when it comes to the storage. So it means if you then start to feed your plates through, once it gets to the end, if the doorbell goes, the phone goes, it's going to stay there until you're ready. On the top, right at the top, what you can't quite see here, what we have got is we've got our media stand. So that media stand then means it's going to hold your phone, your tablet. So if you're watching us, if you're watching any TV shows, if you are online speaking to your family at the other side of the world, or online classes, you can do that, use your Gemini Craft Cut and be watching at the exact same time. And you don't even need to worry about the power running out, because we've got 3 USB ports on the back. So that means anything that's USB for them, you can then, of course, charge your power off the back. Now, as long as the Gemini has got the main power source to it, doesn't have to be switched on, but as long as it's got the main power source to it, you can run anything like that when it comes to the USB. I genuinely don't know. Sarah's always said there's a reason, there's a purpose why there's 3 USBs. We've seen one thing, and that was the light pad, because it connects straight in, of course, to the back of the G2. What you can just be and this is quite literally breaking news, because I hand on heart, do not know what she means by this, but Nicola's just said tune into First Look.
I do.
On Sunday. Do you?
I do.
Because I don't.
I do. It sort of goes like this. I only know because I've got mine, because I'm with it next week, so I asked for one. I was like, let me have a look at it. But yeah, I know. Oh, get me knowing something before you. I love it.
I'll need
Greg,
to be...
I'll tell you after the show.
Yeah, I was going to say, tell me.
I think you might know, but I think you might have forgotten about it. And
what's that this weekend?
Yeah. All I'm going to do is that. And that goes into the back of your machine.
I'm sure Tracy will have one that she can show me after the show.
Yes.
Anyway, that is all of the features that you've got from your G2. Yes, it's going to take your wafer thin dies from us and your multi-craft dies, but of course it's going to take all your folders, not just from us, other brands out there as well. Just check the plate configuration. That's the only thing that you need to do, but other branded ones out there may state in the obvious. The old style big thick dies, they don't fit in, but of course we do a lot of our multi-craft dies, and even many of our wafer thin dies, simplistic shape, still going to cut things such as materials and that with the metal shim. It is phenomenal. Myself, Debbie, Lily, a few others on the team, we got ours. We were lucky enough, we bought ours, we paid for ours, but we were lucky enough to get it, you know, a couple of weeks or so before it launched in the UK. But we went straight out and we got a hold of ours. So that is how much we absolutely love it, the G2. $199.99 or $200.99. You've got that incredible saving already. You've got all the plates, everything to go with it, including the power, depending on where you are across the globe. What I would say as well, and I believe this is still the case for you guys stateside, it's shipped from our US warehouse, not the UK one, so you might even get it a bit quicker. Although, how quick has our warehouse been lately? Absolutely phenomenal. But you still got the platinum price, $159.99 or $239.99. Leading die cut machine in the industry as it stands at the moment. Right, I think we've got time to do another demo. Well, we'll do it. Let's do it. I tell you what, let's go straight to Debbie. I'll do a recap of the new launch after Debbie's done another demonstration.
Yes, and what I'm going to do this time is go to alcohol markers, and I'm going to use the Charming Helleborus. I love all the floral ones, but we know they're a 4x6 folder, but you don't have to use the whole of it the whole time. So I've taken a piece of multi-purpose cardstock and I've cut this down to a 3 3/4 inch square. And what I want to do is focus on this bit here in the centre. So I'm going to pop that in and I'm going to line it up. Just pop that over there like so. Yep, just a little bit more. Let me get that the right way around. There we go. And I'm going to feature onto this fabulous part of the folder. And I'm going to run that through our embossing plate combination, 2 clear cutting plates. That's all you're going to need. Run that through your G2 or any of your Geminis, to be fair, original. All of these will fit through your MIDI. They won't go through the smaller one for obvious reasons. But yes, absolutely. Enjoy popping these through any of your machines, and anybody wanting to get hold of that fabulous deal, I mean, seriously, amazing deal. Right, so now ready, blank canvas to start colouring with. So I've gone for 3 colours. I've gone for the pale pink blend, and then the pale pink shades, which actually is 6 colours of the pale pink family, and the dull green blend. So I'm going to start with the lightest, and we're going to do a spot of colouring, Craig. I love a bit of colouring, and I'll just work on one of them to start with. So I'm going to go down with the lightest of the colours, and we're just going to colour. Actually, there we go. Just so I've got a little bit of a blotting paper as well underneath.
I love my go-to colour and medium alcohol base is always the tri-blends. They are always my absolute go-to.
Oh, I love them. I think, Craig, I'm with you. People often ask me which is my favourite one, and it's very hard to choose because I love them all. But for me, I think it's just a natural thing, isn't it, to go to these?
It's the ease of use, it's the ease of layout within the barrel as well. You don't need to think about it. Once you've done them a few times, I don't know about you, Debbie, probably the same, using them the amount that I do. If I start with the light, it's automatic that I now, you know, go for start at the light and then I'll go straight to the dark, to the mid, to the light. It's just automatic. I don't need to look at the barrels. I don't need to look at the codes of it.
No.
It's that regimental form of going from nib to nib to nib within the tri-blend. I don't think about it, I just change.
Absolutely. It becomes automatic, doesn't it, when you're doing this. I'll tell you why I do love these embossing folders and why you've got this illustration, because it's a chance for you to get out all of your colours. Now, I've brought in the shades because I do want to emphasise the colour. Now, again, if you're not sure with your colour which colour you want to use... Oh, Debbie, don't mix your pens up. Hang on a minute. That's that one. Right, there we go. Nearly, Craig. Nearly. Seriously. Put your little codes on the side. So I'll just pop down the colours so you can see that's the darkest. That's the mid-tone. and then you've got the lighter there. So this is the next shade. So you can come in and start to add a little bit more if you want to create a little bit of depth and dimension when you're colouring. But what I wanted to do was take one of the darker shades and use it to go around and really emphasise and highlight. Probably gone for a dark one there, haven't I? No, into the mid one, you're okay. You can use it to draw around and emphasise that colour. And I'm just going to do it on one of these petals here to show you.
Okay.
Bit similar to what we did with the, do you know, with the lovely metallic one?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly the same, but what you're doing is creating almost like honestly, it seriously looks like you've drawn it when you've done this.
Looking forward to seeing how this is turning out. Each one, for instance, Lynn on Facebook is saying, I've really enjoyed all of Debbie's makes today. Really clever new tips for me to try. Received my template library just now. Excited to start experimenting with the template library and, big capital letters, Debbie's tips. I'm going to be busy for a while.
That's what we like.
We
do like it, yeah.
What we don't like is when many of you get distracted, although it's usually in good form. Pat is saying, oh my God, big capital letters. I got so involved with watching Debbie and the show, I just drained the water from cooking my hard-boiled eggs. Okay. I hope you got them cooked in time. Yeah, that's all right, Pat, that's all right if you actually cooked the eggs. If you've not cooked your eggs...
What if
Mm-hmm.
Dear. But the same with this one. I'm just going to quickly do this. I can't believe time, Craig.
Oh, it's
I thought I got loads of time to be able to show you. However, I'm just showing you the technique. And this is another lovely thing about why you chop it down as well. Because, seriously, it's super easy to do this. Take any of your colouring mediums. You've seen me do a few different ones today. But again, if you want to do a little bit of shading, you absolutely can. If you don't, just block colour. But then use one of your colours over the top to just go over that embossed detail for it to stand out. And then the little finishing touch, which I'm just going to just quickly touch on so that I can get this together. I'll put those tops back on in a second. Once you've done, grab a little bit of gilding wax over the top and run your finger across the top. And not only, it kind of softens that harsh line by adding that bit of gold into there. So taking that over the top, and it also means that you get a really nice burnished kind of look to it. So if I just bring this in the finished piece, when you've done all of that, that's the kind of look. So again, I'm just going to add a little bit more just over the top. Trying to get in there without touching.
The depth, even by just going in with a tone and then the outline, the depth that you can get from that.
Yeah, absolutely. So once you've coloured it all in, get your gilding pots or your gilding waxes and just go over that top, and it softens the lines, not so harsh. Also adds a little bit of extra interest into there as well. I'll just pop a little bit round there. Doesn't matter if you go over, because all of this just creates a nice little effect. When you have finished though with your gilding wax, of course, please do give it the buff over with your cloth.
Buff it up.
Buff off the excess and also get that lovely shimmer and shine. And then you can see that that just creates a nice little bit of added interest to this. Now this is going to go onto my, wait a minute, clean that up. Get rid of that. And the bit that's on my finger, because it'll transfer
onto... It will transfer, yeah.
Yeah, it will. I love gilding wax, but my God, it gets everywhere. I've done myself a box. So before I do put that on, I want to just add, I'm trying to debate when we flat there, I've got to go there. Do you know when you try and think which way around does it look better? I've got a with love that I'm just going to go, actually I'm going to put across this time. Let's just make sure that goes in the centre. But I don't want my little extra excess swirls because it's going to sit onto the top of the box. So I'm just going to take that to that edge. And the same with this one.
I think these Swatch dies, if you've got your hands on, they really do also complement the folders, don't they?
They do, yeah. Yeah, they really do. That's all you need to finish your folders off though, isn't it? Sentiment. Which is why we put that together for you. Now, I've done my box, this is my box lid. I've actually done a box base as well, and I've done it with my Centura Pearl, and I'll put those together too, but I'm doing this while it's flat. Now, I mounted this onto gold. This is just being run through the embossing folder, but just in white. And I think it just complements the actual design, but you've popped this one in colour, but kept those white so that when you put your box lid and your box base together. Now, this is, I'll tell you my little secret on how I put mine together. So this was from my A3 cardstock, and it measures, I think it's 10 1/4 if I remember rightly. Yes, 10 1/4. I usually do 2 at the same size and chop it, well, I said chop. I've scored this at 3 inches all the way around for a big chunky base. What I did with this one was exactly the same, but then just take off, and it depends on the kind of inches you want. So I took 2 off, so I've got an inch left over. So it'll be a smaller top. You can, of course, work out the maths to it, but I'm not going to lie, Craig.
When you can make it easy for yourself.
Seriously, I have to make things easy for myself.
It's actually just dawned on me, Debbie, so those panels you showed a moment, just the clean, crisp, white embossed.
White on white looks stunning.
It does. It's just dawned on me how it looks. And Nicola's just said in my ear, it looks delicious. And that's what made me think of the icing work on wedding cakes.
Yes.
That's what it I've been thinking since Wake Up Call. It reminds me something foodie-wise, and it's that really light, delicate icing that you get with on wedding cakes.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. So I'm just going to put this together. Oh God, look at time, Craig. We've not done a. Oh! Pop it together. Pop it together, and there you will have your box. Do you know, you look up at time and you think, what on earth's happened to the time? I better get all my things lined up, haven't I? There you go, beautiful decorated box, nice little soft panels there that do look good enough to eat, and just give it that little accent instead of being a plain white one. But why do you have to use the 4x6? You do not have to use the 4x6 folder. Take a little snippet of there and create something lovely. While I've got your attention, Craig, don't move.
I won't.
Let's come back in very quickly. Where did we start? Oh, there we did.
That was it.
Gosh, that feels like ages ago. Number 1, using 2 of those together. That's the first one. Number 2 was the watercolor effect one. Number 3 was the fabulous brayering technique. And then number 4, you've just seen us put together the box. So 4, well, you didn't see me put the box together, but you know, you get the gist. So 4, 3, let me get that the right way around. 2, or 1, you decide.
Jan, I hope you're good at counting quick. Welcome to the team. There we go. Let's have a minute or so to get your votes in. In the meantime, what we can do is let's have a look at the Illustrator embossing folder Showstopper, where you're going to get everything that I'm away to show you in the Showstopper, which consists of the brand new folders, where you're going to be getting all 6 of them. They are 4x6 and that are 2D in design. You're going to be getting the garden rose. Now, not only are you going to be getting your garden rose, you're also then going to be getting your beautiful hydrangea. You're then also going to get the pretty peonies. You're also then going to be getting the charming hellebores. You're also getting the delightful butterfly, and then you're also going to get the flourishing foliage. Not only that, you're also going to be getting your Wild at Heart linen cardstock and your fabulous fuchsia cardstock. So that's your fabulous fuchsia. Then we're going to be going into the Wild at Heart. So it's 2 separate packs. I've just got all the cardstock together. So you're going to be getting that. Not only are you going to get that, you're also then going to be getting the 9 reels of organza ribbon. That was originally a set from our Once Upon a Time. Pink, white and purple. And then way down at the bottom, you're going to get your 3 pigment ink pads. You're then going to be getting your crushed velvet, pink tulip, and plum jam. So that is the 3 that you're going to be getting within that one there. And that's what's consistent of your Showstopper. £50 or $60 with a platinum price of £40 or $48. So if you want to go for that, it's on the website. If you want to go for the folders, it's on the website. But what about a bonus buy? Certainly worthwhile considering. And that is our Sentiment goodie bag. Now, if you want to go for the Sentiment goodie bag on its own, you can absolutely do that. And you're going to get that for £40 or $60. That's going to consist of these here. I'm not going to go through all of these ones because I know we've not got long to go. You can always go back, re-watch on 24/7 on our website or YouTube to see all of that. But that is £40 or $60. Now, if you add that into your Showstopper, what you are then going to be getting, you're then going to be getting your Showstopper And you're also then going to be getting the goodie bag as well. The whole lot you're going to be getting for an absolute exceptional price. £70 or $90. Or if you go for your platinum price on all of that, it's going to be £56 or $72. We have got a result. It is number 1.
I fixed it, by the way. I turned it round. So there you go. Fixed it in the right way around. Thank you very much. See you in an hour.
See you in an hour's time. I think we're going to run out of time. I can't hear anything. I'm looking at the clock. We'll see you in an hour.